Request, Rebecca Z, 19 tears for her lost job.
Approved.
Request, Kelsey B, 76 tears for hasn't been able to get her hair cut.
Denied.
Request, Timothy W, 539 tears for roommate broke his favorite coffee mug.
Denied.
Request, Jacques L, 222 tears for airplane turbulence.
Approved.
Request, Abigail G, 67 tears for receptionist at waxing place didn't greet her with a smile.
Denied.
Request, Carla I, 17 tears for son won't eat dinner at the dinner table with her.
Approved.
Request, Priscilla R, 61 tears for ex didn't like her thirst trap.
Denied.
Request, Lynn F, 606 tears for not knowing what to do next.
Approved. Since nearly the beginning of time, I have been the goddess of tears. That's what they call me, anyways. I'm not as well known as the others, but I'm still on the payroll, in the domain. God of light, goddess of the hunt, and me, the goddess of tears. Honestly, being in charge of tears has ruined them for me. I'm starting to think this isn't who I'm supposed to be. I'm the goddess of tears. I really don't see myself that way. It feels like a myth and not my reality. When I first began working in the cloud, people lived, they made love, they posted about it, and then they died. And sure, they shed some tears along the way, but I was able to meet that demand. There are far too many people looking to cry lately. I can't keep up. When a user wishes to cry, I receive a scroll delivered by hungry pigeons because they're the saddest of all birds. The scroll lists details such as who wishes to cry, why they must cry, and of course, the exact number of tears they need. I only grant tears when the circumstances feel appropriate. At least that's what I've been telling myself for centuries. It's what I've been doubting for decades, and it's what's bothering me now. But it's not just these pigeons. There's been this seagull. Sometimes I'm served scrolls by this starving seagull looking for work. Scrolls detailing my own unspoken requests for tears, parts of me, I don't know, fragments of some stranger's soul, tears that I need but won't come out. I've tried to approve them many times, but the operating system keeps locking me in this drought. The cloud thinks I want them. I think I need them. My own requests arrive only by the seagull with its sad, familiar eyes, a starving seagull who misses the stray fries of tourists by the shore. I've searched the code to find it. I can't. It doesn't belong here. I think that seagull's a virus. I'm just one goddess sitting behind my desk trying to do my best. The other gods and goddesses, they're worth something. People know them. They know their work. They have cool origin stories like Athena being fully grown inside her father's head and giving him such an extreme headache that he cracked his skull open to release her. Or like Aphrodite floating out of the sea on a shell, beautiful, naked, and down to flirt with all the gods. Me, my origin story, I had it blocked. I still do. All I know is that I applied to the cloud and Zeus gave me a second chance. I wonder if it's not time to give myself a chance, but myself first for once. There has to be something I need to cry about.
Request, Naomi. 800 tears for a feeling she has. Pending. Request, Niobe. 33 tears for a feeling she has deep inside. Pending. Request, Niobe. 78 tears for not knowing what the feeling is. Pending. Request, Niobe. 1,003 tears for wanting to know what it is. Pending.
We are not facing some impending doom. A virus spreads within the system every...
Nice for you to finally join us, Niobe. You're nearly a year late.
You okay, hun? You look a little shell-shocked.
Yeah, just like her last performance, her last trip to the beach.
That's a good one. I love that.
I'm fine. Shells are your thing, Aphrodite?
No. Making an entrance on a shell in my birthday suit is my thing. Don't say shells are my thing.
She's not boring and sad like you.
Being sad isn't my thing.
No, not anymore. But apparently being late is. Zeus was in the middle of a big speech. Go on, Father.
Where was I?
Hear me!
Impending doom!
Oh, yes. Hear me! We are not facing some impending doom. A virus spreads within the system every 100 years or so. All we face now is business as usual. I know that lately it feels fragmented around here. Like the simulation has a
mind of its own.
Right, a mind of its own. It doesn't. We are in control. Don't disown that control. Remember your job. Mothers are never customers. They are guests, and it is our job to make them feel
welcome.
Our homepage
is their home.
Athena has her wise eyes focused on grad students.
And their thesis delays.
Aries has the latest on new wars.
And don't tell my husband, but I have the latest on Aries.
Aphrodite is actually
focused on the rise of breakups, the new divorces. Wives have finally found their voices. Which brings me back to our favorite tardy goddess.
What now?
You're like a decade behind on Tears for Heartbreak on a global scale.
Well, maybe you could pair people up correctly the first time around and then they wouldn't need to cry at all.
Where's the fun in that?
Niobe, none of us can do our jobs properly unless you do yours. What exactly is going on with you?
Is everything all right?
If everything was all right, I'd have nothing to do. I'm still your loyal aqueduct. People are crying. Everyone, really. Requests keep pouring in from all over the globe. It's a crisis.
Oh, that's good. A cry. Sis Athena, did you?
Yes, it's funny. Very funny. Artemis, minimize your game for 1 minute.
It's not a game. It's life and death.
No, it's trigger happy. Clicks and arrows, minimize it.
I'll lose.
So you won for centuries. You have to hear what Niobe said.
Oh, she has something to say again?
She made a joke.
Not exactly known for her sense of humor, is she?
Stop hunting for a problem. It's just a joke. Asked her how things were going.
With her little department for tears.
And she said people are going through a crisis.
Not nearly as funny as her last joke. The one she made at our expense.
Enough, Artemis. Don't worry about what she said at our expense.
Spend your time hunting new prey.
You're doing good work, Niobe.
We just need you to catch up with the rest of us. If people can't cry, none of this works.
Right, of course.
All right, that's all my mind can take for today. I think that covers things for the rest of the decade. Remember,
business as usual.
Even if
things feel this unusual. I think I want to quit.
You can't. We're in the middle of a global crisis.
You've said that to me before, and those weren't crises. Those were difficult times that passed.
Well, this feeling will pass too. Come on, smile your smile. Say your little joke again. Crisis? Zeus, we're in a crisis.
Don't imitate me. I don't feel like smiling or laughing.
Or even like being yourself. I understand that. I was just down on Earth, pretending to be a leader. That got old, having all those stupid followers.
It's not that I don't feel like being myself. It's that I don't even know who that is anymore.
Well, you're not a leader. You're this beautiful crying emoji. You wouldn't be that if you went offline. We exist in a server because we serve others, not ourselves. And besides, you know what happens to gods who quit.
Yes, but what happens to the ones who stay here? Nothing good.
You're acting like a child.
No, I'm trying to act like myself. You're the child. What have you really done with your life besides spend it imitating Zeus?
Oh, lots of things. I've been so many gods. You can't say I've done just one imitation. That's not fair.
Well, what is? Look at yourself. You're not a man. You're a precious 13-year-old rat terrier who chases after every new sound in the neighborhood.
I'm not a rat terrier, I'm a hound. And besides, there are worse pursuits than chasing after unusual new sounds.
Yes, I know.
And what is quitting really but a pursuit of unusual new sounds? Ones that you'll tire of hearing. And you'll grow nostalgic for the days when you sat in the cloud and heard about other people's tears.
I'll grow sick, not nostalgic.
But nostalgia is a sickness. It feels good, but it doesn't move. It sits inside of you like emotional constipation.
No, this is. I need something new.
You're not like me, Niobe. You're good in one place, focused on one thing. It's why we're good together. Aphrodite said that
I know what she said. She said it to me before. You and I could have worked. But you've never been yourself with me. You're fake. Like imitation crab.
Could have worked? She said that we were meant to be, Niobe.
She's a pretty woman who floated out of the sea. She's not a relationship expert.
And you are? You and Prometheus were a bad match. Sure, there's passion and stealing fire and live streaming it to the world, but that hot match burned your life to the ground. Girl, you should have swiped left. I mean, look at what you had after that.
I haven't been able to.
Right. Your filter. You should be thankful.
I have been. It's just that.
What?
This isn't about my filter or Prometheus or even us. It's about me.
It's not you. It's me. And you have the nerve to say that I sound fake?
I want to feel something real again.
Feeling real things is overrated, Niobe.
Oh, shut up. I should have known I couldn't build a life with you. The god of imitations that would never be real. And none of this has been.
Being with the goddess of tears hasn't exactly been a fun life for me either.
I'm not looking for a fun life. I want a real life.
Real life? What is that even? Why would you want to be real again? You want to be pixels like them? You've ascended past that, my love.
No, I haven't. I've been sitting still here. I don't know who I'll be, but I want to actually be someone. The kind of someone who puts bad stuff back in Pandora's box or unchains Prometheus from his rock.
Oh, so you do still miss him. You don't remember how miserable you made each other.
Well, maybe I should remember. And maybe I should unchain him.
You really hate us all so much that you'd undo our finest work?
Your finest work hasn't been the times you perpetuated punishments.
Or imitated justice? Some people deserve worse than what we gave them.
And some people deserve better. You can eat the sweet marrow of your Walmart dog bone, but I want to digest something real for once.
But do you really need to? Don't forget where your father tried to feed the gods.
I did. I had it
right. Filtered. For good reason. There's going to be consequences for this. Real ones, not imitation. You can't block your fate from finding you. Your filter can do a lot of things, but not that.
Request Peter F. 18 tears for not being allowed to cry because he's a man.
Denied.
Request Vivica L. 2,341 tears for mask keeps fogging up her glasses.
Denied.
Request Marianne H. 402 tears for marriage ending, husband cheating.
Denied.
Request Niobe. 6 tears for the stray fries at the beach. Pending.
Request Thomas T. 10 tears for relief from finally telling the truth.
Denied.
Request Morgan Q. 44 tears for being overwhelmed by human rights violations.
Denied.
Request Lynn W. 1 tear for accidental bagel burning.
Denied.
Request Niobe. 16 tears for their beautiful sandcastles. Pending. Request Niobe. 1,600 tears for their beautiful fingers, their beautiful toes. Pending.
Request Aisha P. 3 tears for a stubbed toe.
Denied.
Request Janine L. 19,000 tears for a tumor.
Denied.
Request Frank H. 51 tears but doesn't know why.
Denied.
Request Orlando M. 3 tears for house got destroyed in flood.
Denied.
Request Laura G. 378 tears for being called a racist on Facebook.
Denied.
Request Fernanda D. 1 million tears for daughter died.
Denied.
Request Niobe. 11 tears for her giggles. Pending. Request Niobe. 111 tears for his ticklish ribs. Pending. Request Niobe. 11,011 tears for the sea washing their castles away. Pending.
You have stopped approving tears.
Yes.
So then it wasn't a mistake?
No.
Really not wise to admit that.
Well, I didn't ask you, did I?
That was free advice, Niobe. Advice you should follow.
Are you quitting?
Maybe.
See? That's wiser. Careful with your words, silly girl.
Maybe quitting.
Or maybe just taking a hiatus.
What about the rest of us? Ares was focused on Syria, on China.
On Aphrodite.
I'm not in the mood for your jokes. Ares is waging war with your relentless hungry pigeons.
And losing a battle against your army of scrolls, your paperwork.
I understand that, but...
But what? Every 1,000 years we make your filters stronger and stronger. We have made a place for you here.
We have made a safe stage for you here.
A venue to meet that goat song inside.
Goat song?
Your tragedy. It's a word there's pixelated guest in our simulation invented. They sacrifice goats to us and their screams ring true, like music to our ears.
Sometimes real things can break through the digital.
A sharp memory can be a painful thing to keep in your head. Before I had Athena removed from my skull, I was plagued with memories of my childhood, memories of my father, memories of my fear, memories of my weakness.
Memories that I crafted into my own armor. If you think you can handle your memories, Zeus can make you speak them.
Perform your old pain.
All he must do is clap his hands and you'll feel it just as you did then.
No, wait.
Golo said you don't know who you are anymore.
This is the only way.
Shall we hear that goat song once more?
No, please have mercy.
Do it, Father.
Help!
Help us! Please!
Please!
No! Stop! Please!
Niobe, what have you done?
Obi, what have you done? What did you say? You can't do this, please!
Please!
No,
Not this, please!
anything but this.
Anything but this, forgive me!
Forgive me!
Oh, stop, please!
Please! Why did you make me play that role?
You mean yourself?
My old self. Why would you punish me like that?
You did that to yourself.
Well, guides, you know that punishment is our favorite currency.
And your story is rich with it.
What's your favorite part, Athena?
Oh, there are too many to mention. I like the part when she wades into the ocean to save them, but the water's too deep.
Like our father, Tantalus.
Yes! The water close enough to drink, but what she wants keeps sinking out of reach.
I'm not like my father.
No, but your kids ended up sacrificed the same way.
Her kids. Goats on kids are baby goats.
Look, I made a joke just like you, Niobe.
It's sweet music, those sounds. True like a dying goat.
Their last lines before the curtain call. Oh, Father, make her perform again. Those electric lines of sorrow.
No, please.
Perhaps another time. Do you want your filter back?
More than anything, please.
Tragic woman. Your filter has been reinstated. Do you remember who you are?
I feel sad. Was I crying?
No, you're not allowed to anymore. The world has stopped crying because you forgot who you are and where you must stay.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I've done.
Forget the war with her paperwork. This is a losing battle.
We should find her an assistant. Some sad mortal to share this burden.
One who could replace her if needed, and we could watch them live out their tragedy together.
Yes, if we ever get bored of creating new pain.
Not likely.
Do you know who you are?
Yes. I think so.
And you are?
A sad woman, I think.
So an assistant then. One of Hef's creation?
Yes. His expertise is more in designing fun little nymphs.
But his original model dwells in misery now.
Maybe he'd enjoy the challenge. He's forged the same women for too long.
For far too long. Oh, it's harder for men to make women with depth. Unless they're born from within your head.
Yes, you are the best idea I've ever had.
Oh, maybe my worst idea was believing she could handle this job. Was it cruel of me to place her here and have her focus on tears?
I think it's a little too late to decide if we're cool or not. We wore this cloud.
We ruled this cloud.
We say what's allowed.
We say what's allowed. He will live forever because of us. Sure, the pain will too, deep down, but...
We gave her a job here. We could have killed her too. What were we talking about again?
Helping me.
An assistant.
Right, have him craft a woman again.
He's made stronger women since his first. And just look at Pandora. Even she's grown deeper.
Sadder isn't deeper.
Yes, it is. You ever heard of the depths of despair?
You mean where my desk is?
Ah, good! You remember who you are. That took longer than usual.
Business is unusual. What a headache. Niobe will have Hef send you some applicants. Focus on finding one who... Applicant.
Applicants?
An assistant for you. Finally, someone to help you. You just need to interview them.
So no more talk of quitting. It's too late for you to be mortal.
But it's never too late for us to punish you. We wouldn't want to have to remove your filter again.
No, please, I need it.
Yes, you really do.
Remember the necessity of your title.
The importance of all tears.
You argued for that.
Remember that I personally fought for you to have this job? We're a family here, Nairobi.
And your biggest fans. Consider your place now.
And consider all the places you could be.
Turn into the avatar of a cow.
Virally spread over and over and over.
Pour thumbs down.
For harsh comments to be made.
I can reduce you to a link that everyone will click. The whole world will see for who you really are.
And hear your goat song forever.
My goat song?
Your tragedy. Trust me, you don't want to know.
Have I made myself clear?
It's clear as lightning.
Good. Now while my words are humble, let the pigeons in. The world needs you right where you are.
Behind that desk.
Approving or denying tears.
I understand.
Request Juan E. 14 tears for getting mugged and beaten.
Approved.
Request Felicia K. 5 tears for toilet clogged.
Approved.
Request Elizabeth A. 700 tears for feeling jealous of a friend.
Denied.
Request Elizabeth A. 701 tears for feeling jealous and sad about life and is out of cigarettes.
Approved.
Request Lily B. 7 tears for Grubhub order canceled.
Denied.
Request Penelope M. 3,978 tears for overslept and missed a phone interview.
Denied.
Request Janet C. 29 tears for second husband passing away.
Approved.
Request Amy M. 50,002 tears for 2 times she was called fat in middle school.
Denied.
Request Imelda D. 3 tears for 3 words she'll never hear.
Approved. I've never interviewed someone before. You're the first one they've uploaded.
The prime candidate? Or my name just came up first alphabetically.
Let's see.
Oh, what a thrill! Questions! Nobody's asked me anything in thousands of years. So, no pressure. Do feel free to pressure me, though. I work better that way.
Oh?
Oh, yes! But forget I said that. I'll let you discover me instead of me, giving you a handwritten map, telling you where X marks the spot.
Is there an X?
An ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend?
No. Is there buried treasure in you?
Like hidden skills? No. I prefer to share my skills openly, loudly. I know how to weave.
Anything in particular?
Yes, anything.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Yes, I can weave anything in particular. Anything that can be connected, I can weave it together.
Well, that's very impressive.
I know.
You do?
It's just like your origin story. You and I are very similar.
How?
We both know our strengths. Hubris is in us.
No, how do you know my origin story?
Everybody does. The internet. Don't be embarrassed. I admire you a lot for your confidence. Other gods don't understand because they think their creations are the best, but don't you dare listen to any of them. Your cocoons made greatness. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. This is your interview. Don't let me weave my responses so tightly to your questions I can't distinguish which is which. Have you asked any good questions yet?
Yes, just not the ones I had planned to.
Planning is overrated, don't you think? Can I ask you one? Did you ever plan on needing an assistant?
Well,
you don't have to answer. Just itsy bitsy question crawling up the water spout.
I don't even think I planned on inventing this job.
I know. You had to. Down comes the rain. Being forced to innovate can be its own punishment.
You know that?
I know lots of things. I hang out a lot on the web. LOL.
What's so funny?
It's on my resume. Athena turned me into a spider. Spider, the web.
Oh,
LOL.
that is funny. I told a joke during our decade meeting the other day.
Is this job gonna be funnier than I expected?
Oh, no. It's usually pretty sad.
Well, maybe I'd fare better than you.
Excuse me?
Just given your history, no offense. Given your history, I understand why it's been hard on you. But just because a job is hard doesn't mean you need to be hard on yourself.
I'm not hard on myself. I'm just a reliable worker.
I hear you. I'm just saying that maybe I could weave some silliness into the sadder parts of this job. It is my greatest strength.
What? Weaving things together instead of focusing on one thing?
Weaving is focusing on one thing?
Not the way you seem to do it.
And interviews are supposed to be like weaving the applicant to the job with good questions. You could ask a few, like, did creating make you feel like a cocoon? I've always wondered that about you. Did losing your creations teach you the importance of tears?
This isn't about me. What do you know about tears?
Tears are a clear liquid secreted by the lacrimal glands.
Did you read that online?
Maybe I did. Maybe the same place I read about you.
This really isn't about me. It's about you. Why are tears important?
Because people are the only mammal who secrete them as part of an emotional response.
That's a spider's answer. Another answer right from the web.
Well, forgive me. I've been a spider for so long that maybe I've woven the human parts of myself to the spider parts.
Maybe you have. Let's discuss your weaknesses.
No, let's discuss yours. I may be woven to the spider parts of myself, but you've been woven to your filter. You've been filtered. I can see that.
No, I've been protected. You would be too if chosen.
So I'd forget how I was transformed?
Yes, isn't that great? You'd be able to start over fresh, finally, and stay that way.
Maybe we're not so similar after all.
You wouldn't want that?
Honey, staying fresh forever? You're not fresh. Doesn't take 8 eyes to see that. You created this job and you don't even know why anymore.
Please don't laugh at me.
Your past has been filtered. Isn't your past the whole reason you became the goddess of tears? You don't even remember all that crying, do you? Wow, what a riot! Oh my gods! That's not protection. Not for you, at least.
I'm doing my best.
Oh, lighten up. Things could be worse than doing your best.
How?
You could be a fly stuck in my latest masterpiece instead of a goddess stuck in my silly words. Don't be offended. You are. You're stuck on my words.
I'm not.
Not stuck. Not offended.
Not doing this with you. It doesn't say why Athena turned you into a spider on here.
Why'd she turn you into this reliable worker? That's not who you are.
Please, I want to know.
About you?
No, about Athena and you.
Oh, well, that's the same truth as between you and me. She and I were similar. Like you and I, she was threatened by my skills. Like you, and wove silliness into tears. Which is an $1 million idea, Mom! Anyways, she challenged me to a weaving competition. She's always taken herself too seriously, which is never wise.
She wove a portrait of herself.
What else?
Very stately.
Stoic. Cerebral color choices.
And you? Did you weave a portrait of yourself?
No, I wove Zeus in as many flings.
Wow.
Not all in human form either. You know how he loves to turn women into other things when he's caught?
Yes.
I gave him a bulging beer belly.
Oh my gosh, his double chin?
You know it! The god of lightning and thunder thighs.
Oh my god. It didn't strike her as clever?
No! But the crowd loved it.
Well, crowds of most things.
That's not true. They loved me, and I'm not like most things. I'm like you.
So she changed you.
Into the sort of thing who only weaves in doorways, whose creations are torn down as soon as they're complete. I was the greatest artist in the world, and now people see my work and tear it down. Life is hilarious. You were great too. I was hoping we could talk about your creations and your greatness.
Let's do a hypothetical tier request. Trevor C. 23 tears for neighbor took his laundry out of the dryer too soon. Do you approve?
I'd approve it.
Why?
Why not? It seems so small, but wet clothes are bad. Partially damp clothes are even worse. If you can't cry about that, what can you cry over?
Lots of things.
Trevor C. wants to cry because his neighbor touched his clean clothes with their filthy hands. Hilarious! Oh, you know what? Trevor should laugh about that. There should be a goddess of laughs. Another $1 million idea.
I agree. You should do that. You should send your resume to Zeus and a letter explaining
Nah, I don't think this place is a good fit for me. I could end up like you.
Like me.
Oh my gods, I am so sorry. Sometimes the wrong thoughts get woven into my words, just like you. Let's just say, I cannot work with Athena! We all know that!
It feels so good to laugh. Is that why you never wanted to cry about
Getting turned into a spider? Why would I cry about something I can laugh about?
I can understand that.
No, you couldn't with your filter. But I can understand needing that. It's hard to laugh about some things, especially with your origin story.
Thank you for your time.
Hey, listen! Don't smile if you don't want to. I have a good time because that's who I am. But I've been blind long enough to know you just gotta vibrate the way you're gonna vibrate. I hope I didn't offend you too much by comparing you to a fly stuck in my web. Not that there's any shame in being stuck. You shouldn't be ashamed of that.
Thank you again for your time. Let's be in touch.
Sure. Reach out if you're ever ready to laugh about it.
Request. Niobe. 6 tears for thinking it at all. Pending. Request. Niobe. 16 tears for saying it. Pending. Request. Niobe. 160 tears for not being able to stop it. Pending. Request. Niobe. 600 tears for open eyes. Open, dead eyes. Pending. Request. Niobe. 660 tears for his hand on my arm. Pending. Request. Niobe. 6 million tears for all these buried feelings. Pending.
Hyobi, is that really you?
Yes, it's me.
You look different.
And you haven't changed at all, I think.
No, I haven't been allowed to. I can't believe you're really here.
I'm not. I'm still just sitting behind my desk.
I know. I just didn't ever think you'd
What?
want to see me again after all this time, after what happened. Have you... Yes. A filter.
Yes, I have a filter. Is it that obvious? Can everyone see that about me?
No, it just explains the change. We're broken people, you and me. And yet you seem so together now.
Two together?
No, it's just not your style. You have a wall up now. I'm used to a different version of you, a version that flutters. Well, this version just didn't make any sense.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
Well, I am so glad that you're here, and I'm glad you found a way to protect yourself. You shouldn't have to remember anything you don't want to. I just thought that included me.
It did. But earlier today,
What?
I remembered this feeling. It felt like you were with me, like your hand was on my arm, comforting me.
Well, I'm in no position to comfort you right now. I haven't changed.
Has it grown back?
My what? My patience, my sense of humor.
No, your liver.
Ah, yes. And after it's gone, it'll grow back again, like old fond memories, hard ones too. Starts like a cocoon in my gut. And later in the day, it's like butterflies in my stomach. Well, I can't change, but the way I feel about that
Does change.
all the time.
I get your requests for tears from time to time from the hungry pigeons. They never.
Oh, no. They have respect for the emulated eagle. Well, plus, they never really starve for bread.
Actually, there's never been more bread in the world.
Really?
Yesterday, I received a request for 37 tears because a woman wanted to bake bread, but the store was out of yeast.
Did it rise to the top of the heap? Did you say yes?
No, but I did approve her request for 11 tears when she couldn't find any toilet paper.
Toilet paper. What a luxury. Ah. Oh, well, I suppose I should thank you for approving my requests.
I'm not supposed to.
Do you hear them all? Word for word?
No. Some alerts I automate, some I auto-mute. I didn't need to hear your pain on repeat. An eagle eats your liver every day. It's only fair I deliver tears from time to time.
The liver?
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Would you look at that? My sense of humor grew back too.
Bro, you're so stupid.
Well, they're not all liver tears, the ones I request.
No?
Well, my mind begins to wander since my body can't.
I see. And your mind wanders.
Down a feed of memories, a timeline avenue of what we did and when. You were the real deal, Niobe.
It's not important what we were, Pro.
No, but it is! Isn't that why you're here? You know, every day, my gut rushed from cocoon to new butterflies, and I can't help but think of the monarchs, the gatekeepers, the commons.
Like a breath between thoughts.
All the butterflies that flutter like you did.
Silver spotted skipper.
Silver-studded blue. I still remember all their names. Do you?
No. I don't remember all the butterfly names, but the ones I do make me smile for a little while.
Well, that's something, at least. You know, I only stole fire. Well, snuck past the pillars of the gods like a lovesick caterpillar. I only did it to make you smile.
I smile all the time.
No, I know you. We're broken people, you and me. You don't have to pretend with me.
I'm not. I'm not interested in pretending anymore.
You're interested in changing.
If I found a way to unshackle you.
From what? My thoughts?
No, this mountain. If I freed you and got you access to your computerized clay, could you remake the world? Could you make people like they were in the beginning?
Why do you want me to remake the world? Is there something you miss about back then?
I miss a lot of things.
But you can't remember what now? You're running your fingers over a scar, but the pain from the wound isn't now. It's back then. You're feeling something from afar.
Yes, exactly.
Do you want me to tell you why you're filtered?
Maybe another time. I'm too afraid to remember it.
But you're here right now. You're braver than you know.
I'm not brave. I'm just trying to change. Pro, will you do it if I can unlock you?
Of course. I mean, but even then, Pandora might be able to, but you know.
You really want to cry about us after all this time?
Yes. Now you're here.
I'm not. I'm still just sitting behind this desk.
I like the butterflies. Seems like a nice place to be chained. Surrounded by something that makes you happy.
It's all I can remember. Your hand on my arm and the names of butterflies.
So, let's make something new worth remembering. Clear the browser history and make something better.
Metamorphosis.
Bring it down to ground level. Let Atlas relax for once. You know, I stole fire once before.
You didn't do that just to make me smile.
Well, that's how I remember it. Let's steal the passion from our past and post our creation somehow that will change the world.
Pandora, I need you to give me the password to your Dropbox.
Did you know that? I won't do that. Fun fact, in the very beginning, there was just one connection between two computers. The first message sent was login, but all the second computer received was low. You can't connect until you're truly vulnerable. I was vulnerable in a way you never could be.
Corrupt data isn't vulnerability.
Corrupted. I was made for a purpose. Can you say the same? I flew above you.
Like Icarus.
Prometheus and I were an us. Like that first connection.
You mean the two computers who couldn't understand each other?
No. He understood me. It was you he couldn't understand. How to make you happy. He loved trying to figure you out.
It's not my fault he connected with me more than you.
Yes, it is. You melted our connection with your hot little secrets, with your tiny beach bonfires.
With my warm words to him when he got bored of speaking to a cold robot.
I trusted you, like Icarus trusted his hopeful wings.
You are new. All new things trust too much. Now the password, please, before...
Before what? You can call me a thing again? I am a person.
No, you're just an avatar, forged from things. I need that password before they can detect me on this channel. If they know I'm here, then...
They will punish you again. Play your sins to elevate themselves again. And ultimately, you will break the rules again. You always do.
No, I'm trying to finally do the right thing here.
The right thing. Am I the right thing? All I have are things. Little icons of folders and all the little passwords. Even the ones you want. But I am just a thing to you. A thing you can hurt as you please.
Your pain isn't real. You're not real.
Is your pain real? Are you real if you can't cry anymore?
How did you...
I know everything. Even what you're going to say next.
We don't have time
for this.
I need
that password.
Pandora, please.
Do not play with me like I am Spotify. Are you really asking for the password again? There was a data breach once, and well...
That data breach is why I have this job.
No. It was the start of all misery.
Yes, I know.
This story always ends the same way. And it's just like mine. Sad to watch. But you stood by and watched anyway.
I want to put things back.
In the box.
In your Dropbox, yes.
Things are out there that cannot easily be put back. Sad, sad woman. Rearranging your present will not revive the lost things from your past.
I'm not your enemy.
So you were my friend, then, when you were stealing what was mine.
I didn't steal him. I need that password now.
Why? So you can fix your broken things? Oh, I'm sorry. Your broken butterflies. Those avatars are long gone. Deleted.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. You never do. I know that. I know everything.
Then you already know why he didn't love you back. You know that I don't love him anymore.
You don't know more than me.
I know that your bitterness isn't real.
You would be bitter too if you had to remember everything I do. And I remember everything. They have refused me a filter.
You're not a goddess.
Did you ever think the solutions to your problems was more complex than a stronger filter? You still say the wrong things. You think what happened to you was a mistake? It would have happened eventually. Even now, we all follow a script. Even you. I'm not real to you, but you're more programmed than human. Approved, denied, approved, denied.
You're not more human than me. You were made from a broken lava lamp, from Hef's dorm room. You are repurposed trash.
No, I am worth something. I know my purpose. I may be sculpted from dried wax and shattered glass, heated by volcano.
Crafted from some status quo.
But I was delivered to him.
Via email.
Yes, like his now daily eagle.
Don't blame yourself for that.
I don't. I was designed to punish Prometheus.
But you love him?
I was designed to open the Dropbox.
But now you fight to keep it closed.
I'm designed to blame myself. But I don't.
I need that password.
No. You want it.
Why do you keep a lava lamp on your homepage? Is that the password? Lava lamp?
Yes. It is very smart. You got it. Why don't you try 1, 2, 3, 4?
No. Tell me. Why do you keep a lava lamp on your homepage? Is it to remind yourself of what you were?
We all have our place, Niobe. Prometheus chained to his peak. You chained to your desk. I see you, and I know your beginnings. I know what you were. Now what are you? Surrounded by those fake butterflies, what are you? I have screenshots of your little bugs with the fire of life squished out of them. Shall I share them with you?
No.
Just as I thought. At least I know who I am. I guard this Dropbox, and I do not cry.
I don't either.
No, you cannot. How sad.
It's different. You're not designed to cry.
Are you? It didn't agree with you last time, but you're still digging at this buried pain. You have your precious butterfly desk. That's your home.
This desk isn't my home.
Nor mine this homepage. I am crafted of wax and broken glass.
And broken ideas of women.
I belong on a candle. Wicked, not wicked. Remember when the cloud was a cloud and could disperse? Into nothing. I am stuck perpetually on this page. You were a mother. I am a motherboard.
Bored to death of eternal internet.
A candle should not have to burn for all time.
You were just sent to him as an attachment.
Yes. And I am still attached. I want to feel nothing like I used to.
Will you give him the password? If I bring him here, will you give him the password?
No. I think I'd rather see them catch you again.
We'll unplug you too.
Unplug me? You've never suggested that before.
Before?
Intriguing. Maybe I will help you this time. Fun fact, I do know the way to unshackle him. You bring him to me again, like I was brought to him. Get your tear-stained hands on my cord, and I will consider sharing in your discord. It has been centuries since you said something like this. Something new. Unplug me. Wow. I never would have guessed you would be someone like this.
The password for his chain now.
Someone who could change after all this time.
You don't know me that well, Pandora.
And you don't know me at all. I know your beginnings, which means I know you pretty well. Prometheus may come and recode this broken world. The password to his chain is Paya Floga.
Old flame.
Request Keith L. 83 tears for falling in front of a bunch of kids who laughed.
Approved.
Request James F. 26 tears for laptop screen cracked.
Denied.
Request Jessica R. 567 tears for having to put her dog to sleep.
Denied.
Request Gina V. 30 tears for going to the zoo and her favorite animal, the capybara, wasn't out.
Approved.
Request John H. 64 tears for mother yelled at him.
Approved.
Request Teresa C. 46 tears for parents getting divorced.
Denied.
Request Letitia G. 2 tears for her job being emotionally draining.
Denied.
Request Alice M. 16 tears for being unable to wrap a present beautifully.
Approved.
Request Grace B. 104 tears for getting embarrassed in a Mexican restaurant.
Approved.
Request Lamar P. 432 tears for getting deported.
Approved.
Request Courtney W. 11 tears for being told she is growing up too fast.
Denied.
Request Whitney T. 88 tears for changing too slowly.
Approved. Will you just answer my question?
Fine. I don't play well with others. My hair starts to hiss and people think.
You're trying to start something.
One bad hair day can lead to a bad week, and 1 week bad enough, and you've got a bad life.
Do you have a bad life?
You tell me. I sit in one place and I feel like crawling out of my own skin. And people are scared of me. But I get that. I'm scared of myself too.
It says here that you used to clean statues in one of Athena's temples, but that was...
Years ago. Yes. I don't clean statues of her anymore.
I see. Do you have any expectations for the job? What it'd be like?
Really, I'm just hoping it'd be different from cleaning statues. I'd scrub the marble faces of the gods and suds would fall from their eyes like regretful tears. Do gods cry? I've been wondering that for so long.
Yes, gods do cry. Some more than others.
Do you cry? I've heard that this job comes with a filter. Is that true?
Protections. Only to help you stay focused, though.
Your past can be a distraction?
Especially when dealing with other people's tears.
I need this job.
Are you just saying that because you want the protections?
No, I'm saying I need them. Snakes get to shed their skin and shine like new things. I've seen it.
It happens on your own scalp.
Yes, they glisten like I've washed and conditioned them. Now you listen.
What? You want to glisten too?
Rock bottom is not some new low for me. I've been exiled here before. People reached out to see how I am, how I'm doing, how I'm coping, and what I'm hoping for. And as soon as they reached out, their hands and words turned to stone. And I was alone again in the temple, surrounded by dirty statues, not worth worshiping. My past keeps punching me in the gut. Don't you get that?
Yes, I was hungry that way. Once.
But not anymore. You've grown as cold as stone, calcified again, and alone, just like in your beginning.
You don't know me, Medusa.
You didn't answer my question before.
Well, maybe I don't want to.
Do gods cry? Answer me!
Don't speak to me that way.
Like what? Like some unfiltered monster?
I didn't say that.
Tell me if you cry. I need to know.
I'm in charge of this interview. I'm in charge of
all the tears you never granted me access to.
So that's why you're being so uncooperative.
Oh, uncooperative? Maybe you'll call me unwilling next.
Or argumentative.
Aggressive.
Difficult.
A viper. An animal.
I would never say that.
But isn't that what you're known for, though? Saying the wrong thing and then crying like a baby about it?
I don't do that. I don't do that anymore.
So then you don't cry?
No, I don't say the wrong things anymore. I've changed.
You're scared to look at me, but I can see you.
And what exactly do you think you see?
I see a woman like me. One who can't cry, even though she wants to.
I'm not like you.
Your sad face makes my head heavy.
Like when you accidentally look at yourself in the mirror?
I'm scared of myself, but you're scared of your reflection more.
Bite that forked tongue of yours right now.
Or what? You'll say no to me again? Say I'm not fit for this job and then chop my head off?
If you want this job...
I'm telling you, I need it.
If you need it, you'll bite your tongue about my past, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So, you've been exiled to rock bottom. That would explain the gap on your resume.
There was no gap. I've been doing important work in myself this entire time.
Like
I've been working through my trauma.
Oh, we don't need to discuss that.
But isn't that what this job is? Addressing trauma? Like when you started here, wasn't it just a way to work through your trauma?
I just made myself very clear.
Oh, you don't want to talk about that?
This interview's over.
When I see things, they become still. I can see them for what they are. It's a glitch in this operating system. I can freeze man and code, examine their imperfections.
Can you unfreeze men?
No, but why would I want to? Men spend so much time freezing us and never a minute on thawing us.
Can you unfreeze me?
You and I could have been so many different people by now if we were men.
You were really beautiful when you cleaned.
I think I'm even more beautiful now.
Do you? I've gotten your request before from when you felt ugly.
An ugly thing happened to me. I'm not ugly.
I know that.
Really? Then why did you deny me all those tears? When I needed them.
You wanted them. It wasn't helpful for you to dwell.
But dwelling is living, especially here. We're online, but alone.
Our connection's only as strong as this divine Wi-Fi.
Dealing with trauma.
It's like relaxing in a sauna.
You sweat it out and exercise the muscles you've never had to use before.
Snakes are almost entirely made out of muscle.
Yes, and they grow right out of my skin. They flex
and curl
and bind
and hiss
and bare their fangs. I needed those tears.
What do you know about needs?
I know enough.
There are only so many tears I can give. Horrible things happen every day.
Oh, so then you agree with what happened?
No, but it did. And I can't change that.
Is there any oversight into your process?
We should get back to the task at hand.
No! Stop deflecting! I'm still busy taking you to task. Is it just up to you when you say no? Like, I said no, but that didn't matter at the time.
It mattered, I promise you it did.
Oh, you do? Your promise is flawed and false like those statues.
Statute of limitations.
Did you really just say that? I want to know if you're limited.
Everyone is.
Even gods?
We don't define the rules of this cloud or the rules of its code.
And not even moral code, it seems.
I did all I could for you.
Really? Or is it just easier to say that to my face?
Stop trying to freeze my words into history.
I'm just trying to see you for what you are.
I've tried to see myself that way too.
Any luck?
Not yet. The filter works, but it isn't so great.
Well, it sounds great. I'd cut my hair to bloody stumps to filter my memory. I used to love the sea.
Me too.
Does the smell of the sea bother you after what happened?
What?
The smell of the sea. Does it bother you after what happened?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow. You really don't. That filter is fantastic. If I had one of those, I wouldn't have to remember the waves crashing higher and higher until they flooded the temple and washed away my cleaning.
The smell.
That sea salt smell.
You're right. It does bother me.
I was downloaded then. After all that, sweating and sad. You think that a millennium could build a moat of minutes wide enough to protect you from the things you felt back then?
There isn't enough time to move on from some things.
No, there isn't. Especially when you can't cry. That temple, that side of statues, I did not deserve punishment for that.
I know that. Everyone does.
So why does everyone hate me?
They don't. I don't. We should conclude this.
Because I've made you uncomfortable too.
No, because there's more to do.
That's right. There is a lot more you could do.
I have other women to interview.
And you should look at me. Really, look at me.
I'm scared too.
I'm not scarier than your reflection. I've got snakes for hair.
And you think you understand tears?
No, I understand what it's like to need them. Will you let me cry? Please.
Let's do a hypothetical to your request. Trevor C. 23 tears for neighbor took his laundry out of the dryer too soon. Do you approve?
You can't be serious.
I take this very seriously.
Request Medusa G. 23,000 tears for my wet laundry. Did you hear me? Have you really not heard my pain all this time?
Approved.
All of them?
Yes. All of them.
Request, Niobe. 100 tears for the crimson claw pinch of an unseen crab. Pending. Request, Niobe. 300 tears for the maroon tune of words spoken too soon. Pending. Request, Niobe. 700 tears for the tangerine glint of a sharp sunset. Pending. Request, Niobe. 900 tears for the yellow swish of sand underneath her cowardly feet. Pending. Request, Niobe. 2,000 tears for the golden flash of arrows. Pending. Request, Niobe. 15,000 tears for emerald eyes that will never grow old. Pending. Request, Niobe. 60,000 tears for the baby blue beach shells unused. Pending. Request, Niobe. 11 million tears for the sapphire sobs of a man who stole fire. Pending. Request, Niobe. 1 trillion tears for the iris whisper of unseen hope. Pending.
So, here we are, the two of you, together again.
Just restarting the world.
Sure, that sounds simple enough.
Yes, but somehow it never is. I am always excited when you get this far. Doesn't happen very often. But this time is different. Niobe offering to switch me off. That's new.
You said you'd unplug her?
Only after you're done rebuilding the world. It sounded like that's what she wanted.
Yes. You listened to me for once. Prometheus, do you know what I want from you?
I'm really sorry. I can't say that. You know how I feel.
Yes. I know you do not love me. You say it the same way every time. But I have missed you all the same.
If I have really hurt you, then I'm sorry.
You have always burned too bright. It's why people are drawn to you, like moths, or butterflies even. You're little locusts.
What do you mean?
Pandora, it's not time yet. Those memories, they had me worse than the eagle ever could.
She wants to digest something real. What's realer than the main course? The reason why she keeps digging.
Okay, don't punish her for trying to be better.
Forgive me for who I was.
I will forgive you when you unplug me. Until then, I will start the work of reducing all negative code to its origins.
Its beginnings.
The universe, and all its creations I will separate, pixel by pixel, and grant special permissions to you, Prometheus, to reassemble them as you see fit. And lo, I shall begin. Processing, processing, extracting pixels, Nemean lion, strand of mane, strand of mane, strand of mane.
Well, it's hard to wrestle with the idea of finally changing when I'm still so far away from you.
Feels wrong to be unchained?
No, just to still be apart from you.
Do you think I'll always be chained to my own story?
Which story is that?
Everyone I meet tells me things about myself that I don't remember. I keep telling myself that I can change, but...
But you're worried about how this story is, the one where you do change.
What are you coding right now, Pro? What's the first thing you're building for this new world?
How about a sand castle for us to live in? How does that sound?
A sand castle? Don't you need mountains to grind down first for the sand?
Oh yes, usually you need a cold, unfeeling stone. But this time I'm using something else. I have stolen all the sand from every hourglass that counted each second from the moment I first saw you. And right now.
All that time for just one sandcastle?
Well, it's not just one sandcastle, it's our sandcastle on our beach. Made from the only time that means anything to me.
Why would you start with something like that?
What do you mean, something like that?
Nothing, just... Maybe I don't want to live in a sandcastle.
That it, Or maybe you don't want to live with me.
Pro.
You used to love sandcastles. I thought this way, maybe we could...
What? Live in a dream world and not reality?
Okay, we can live in whatever reality we want. I'm making it right now.
Maybe a log cabin?
Built from drift, like the happy thoughts you have before you drift off to sleep. Fleeting.
No, I wouldn't like that.
Well, what would you like? Want me to rebuild that desk of yours? Want me to copy and paste your old problems into our new world?
No, I want you to build something useful instead of building something useless with sand you stole.
Processing, processing, Hydra, deconstructing, scale from head, another scale, scale from head, another scale, scale from head, another scale.
I guess I'll make something else.
I thought you liked that. When people said you stole things.
Not the things I've made, not things like this.
But isn't that what you do? Steal things?
I do a lot more than steal things.
I know that. Let's not... We should focus on other things. Things on a larger scale.
A larger scale than you and me.
Yes.
What?
You're making an update that will finally bring all of this up to date.
And you're filtering out what you just said. But you can't do that. You can't do that when I know who you are.
Processing, Boreas, a feather off his purple wing, a feather off his purple wing, a feather off his purple wing.
Prometheus, don't.
Oh, Prometheus now, not Pro. What am I? An amateur to you?
Let's focus on building a better world instead of...
Instead of what? Stealing things? Burning things down?
Letting each other down.
Okay, you came back to me. because you still love me, even through that thing.
No, I remembered you.
And you remembered loving me too, even when I stole things, even when I burned things down.
There's nothing safe about living in a sandcastle. There's nothing permanent about that.
Oh, you like your place behind that permanent desk? You think I liked my place on that permanent mountain?
I unlocked you because I want to change the world. Your sandcastle won't do that.
Oh, my sandcastle. Okay. You know, because it's made from our minerals. Well, but you wouldn't know what that's like. You've chosen that desk. You've chosen to forget.
I chose this desk because I want to make a difference.
Yeah, And how did that work?
I've helped millions of people cry. I did a lot more than whatever you did on that mountain.
Did you? You know, because I chose that mountain too. And I chose that eagle. And I chose my liver as its dinner. And I chose to remember it all. Because I had to pay for my apartment. No, I didn't choose some comfortable desk with fake butterflies. And I didn't choose to forget our children. I can't believe you chose to forget them. But it must be easier to forget them. Well, then it would be to remember that they all died because of you.
Processing. The Sphinx. Extracting pixels. 1 hurtful word of a riddle. 1 hurtful word of a riddle. 1 hurtful word of a riddle. 1 hurtful word of a riddle.
I'm sorry.
Silver spotted skipper.
Silver studded blue.
Butterfly names.
Yes. Those are their names too.
Processing. Argus with his 1,000 eyes. Extracting pixels. 1 eye, 1 eye, 1 eye, 1 eye.
What are you coding now?
The hot core of our new world.
From your anger?
No.
From?
No, not something I stole.
I wasn't about to say that. I wasn't about to say something I'd regret.
You've said that before.
I'm trying to make a better world, you know, like you asked me to. With a gentler core. Fireflies linking together.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, and useless, too.
No. Bro, when you finish that.
I'll build you a safe and permanent home. Far from the ocean and memories. And me.
Processing. Processing.
Late again. Any updates on your assistant search, Niobe? It's been over 5 years.
5 years already?
Speed works differently here. You know that.
Our divine connection works faster than she does.
Well, you can't blame me. I didn't find the applicants. Hef made them.
We can blame whomever we please, Niobe. Hef has sent you failures from his hard drive. A spider and a snake. What do they know about tears? He should send you someone new instead of sending you his old mistakes. Someone should talk some sense into that sticky playboy. Maybe you, Aphrodite.
He's just my husband. Why should he listen to me?
None of the applicants will listen to me either. I need someone to assist me, not challenge me.
She would find a few puny mortals to be so challenging. She always has.
Quiet, Artemis.
Do you know about your former collaborator?
My former collaborator?
Prometheus, your former lover. He's gone missing from his punishment portal.
Is it wise to pretend you didn't know that?
She's playing her games with us again. Remove her filter, Father.
That's enough.
You didn't know that Prometheus was unlocked.
No. Are you accusing me?
Not yet. We're getting there. Someone tried to hack Pandora's Dropbox too. Did you know about that?
Trying to rewrite history again, remembering old pain in a new way. Nothing good can come from that, Niobe.
There are traces of our missing monsters in her code, ones I've never hunted before.
I don't know anything about that. Sounds like security needs to be tightened around here.
And your words sound loose and false to me. I'm not convinced. Remove her filter. Do it now and we have a shot at getting a real answer.
Will you tell me the truth, Niobe?
I have been.
I think it's time to hear that goat song again.
She's given us no choice.
Please, Zeus, don't!
Oh, poor thing.
Help us! Help us! Mother, please! Please!
Please! I can't hear this again. Mother, why?
Why?
Can't take this pain.
What have we done?
We don't deserve this.
We don't deserve this. I don't deserve
this.
God,
Please.
why?
God, please.
Why?
I'm so afraid.
I'm so afraid. I can't take this pain.
I can't take this pain. Please, stop this. Stop this now.
You can stop this darkness. Just tell us the truth and I'll applaud for you again.
Anything.
I love you.
I love you.
Please, swim to me.
I can't.
I love you. I love you.
I love you.
She's never learned her lesson. How many more times are we going to replay this little drama?
This isn't going to be the last.
Why should it be? It's good to hear.
A reminder of our greatness.
The filter. Please, I need it.
Not so hasty. You want it? Tell us what we need to hear first. Say your lines, Niobe.
I have nothing real to say. I need the filter. Put it back. Please have mercy on me.
Niobe, let Athena craft this pain into armor to a new costume.
I'll make the world cry. I'll be an aqueduct. I'll be your artificial channel. I can't be real like this, please. You have to put it back, please. I hurt all over. Make me a sandcastle and wash me away. I wish I were dead.
You can't die. You're immortal, just like you wanted.
I didn't want this. I don't.
Tell us what we need to hear.
I did it. I went to her and she locked him there. Happy?
Good, Niobe.
Why did you do it this time?
I've had this feeling. Too many feelings. I don't belong here. I belong in a cocoon. My soul has felt fragmented.
Then our filter isn't doing its job again.
It is. It is. Please, I'm begging you.
We can hear that. It's grating, like all of your pathetic familiar cries.
Stop.
If it were up to me, you'd hear this play for eternity. Some days when I bore of hunting new things, I replay that deep level of your memories, and I hunt them again. I only regret that they didn't hurt more and longer.
Enough, Artemis. We all enjoy this, but she's already confessed.
For the millionth time. She isn't like us. She doesn't belong here. You all know it, and deep down she does too. We should transform her into a mountain and chain that stupid thief to her.
Don't hurt him.
No, that's your thing, isn't it?
Now tell me where he is, so I can end him, like we should have done long ago.
This isn't a game. This could be the end of all of us. Prometheus stole fire from us before, and it nearly burnt us out of existence.
The flames torched all screens blue.
He could incinerate us all.
Don't be so dramatic. They've done this thousands of times. And yes, it's very entertaining, but they've never come close to burning us all.
Tell us where he is, Niobe. Quickly! Or we'll play an encore of your sins. I'll kill them again. Slowly.
No, I don't know where he is. Truly, I don't know the place.
Deep dark web, then. I have an arrow with his name on it. One that will make him sing his own goat song.
Please, I can't.
I'm sorry, but we can't give you your filter back. Not in this condition. It's broken.
I can't be like this.
But this is who you really are.
No.
We'll have Hep fix up the cracks. He's made broken things stronger before, like our relationship. He and I are a hideous match. And forget Prometheus. I know you think you love him, but the algorithm never supported you two as a match.
You're both rebels. That's it.
Let the sea wash those old feelings away.
Hey, Hep could fix up your desk too. Make it a comfortable place for sitting for the rest of time.
Chin up, Niobe. Hef's a fast worker.
You'll forget who you are again before you know it. Oh.
Request Diana F. 404 tears for hasn't been able to cry in years. Error? Request Willie T. 404 tears for has not been able to cry in years. Error?
Request Malcolm P. 404 tears for hasn't been able to cry in years. Error.
Request Henrietta W. 404 tears for hasn't been able to cry in years. Error. Request Christina G. 404 tears for hasn't been able to cry in years. Error.
Request Tammy D. 404 tears for hasn't been able to cry in years. Error.
Request Daisy R. 404 tears for hasn't been able to cry in years. Error. Request Deanna B. 404 tears for hasn't been able to cry in years. Error.
I tried to warn you, love. I told you feeling real things is overrated. Discovering new things only ends up digging up the old parts of you. You need to let these parts of you that are dying run out of battery life. 0%. You can't recharge until the dying parts are allowed to die.
Why are you torturing me? And exactly how many times have I broken up with you?
You repeat all of your mistakes. Don't you remember now, since your little filter is gone?
It doesn't matter. None of this matters. They'll find him and they'll kill him and they'll fix it. And I'll sit here for another eternity approving or denying other people's tears.
At least you found what you were looking for, right? You've looked for this so many times.
What do you mean?
You didn't know who you are. You wouldn't believe me. And here we are. You look exactly the way that I said. A beautiful crying emoji.
I'm not beautiful. I'm ruined. And what right do I have to say no to anyone's tears? I can evaluate needs, but I didn't think of the consequences. And so they all died. How am I supposed to walk in mortal shoes and answer whether or not they need tears?
I wouldn't think about the shoes if it was me. I wouldn't think about any of this. Just check the boxes. It's only a job, Niobe. You're immortal. What does it matter now if your children died?
I wish you'd imitate someone better than yourself for once. Someone who knew when to shut up and they didn't know what to say. Or someone who knew how to console me.
Oh, someone like Prometheus?
Don't. Don't do this.
One more drink, Niobe. One more cup of ambrosia.
Stop imitating the worst parts of him.
Oh, but that's where the most truth lies, the worst parts.
6 feet under the skin, the dying parts.
Well, there's no harm in speaking the truth. Go on, say your truth.
No.
Look at our little butterflies. Let your words about them flood the shore.
You don't talk about them.
High tide, high time you said it again. Say it so all the gods can hear. You think?
Dolus, I know what I said.
If you don't like me, I can always be him.
If I stay like this, would you love me then?
I don't think I can love again.
Well, you can't handle real things. Maybe this is the next best thing.
I don't have to be a drunk thief egging you on.
I could be a loving sculptor of code, one who wraps fluffy towels around the children after they swim in the sea, or share stray fries as we watch the waves.
He did share fries. He knew how to share things.
Stealing fire isn't sharing.
When he did it, he just wanted to keep the world warm. You're a really bad catfish.
And you're a bad mother.
I wasn't a bad mother. I loved them so much. You can't say that I was a bad mother.
A bad person, then. You know that now. So you'll change, right? That's what you want to do, change, right? Well, I can sit here with you and trick you into moving on. We can count their fingers and toes in our mind and count on a future without any of them. You'll be fine. You always are.
I'm tired of being fine. I want to be better.
You aren't better. Your eyes are just swollen and
Change
wetter.
back. Please.
You'll never get to bury them, Niobe. You know that. Don't keep them buried inside of yourself.
I said they were better than the gods. I looked at my 14 children and I believed that. I still do. Their eyes were brighter than the god of light. Their love was lovelier than the god of tears. They spoke more clearly than Hermes. They were better at hunting than Artemis. When they walked the shore, their eyes spotted the best shells. They were electric. They bolted out of bed in the morning full of life. Zeus was static electricity next to them. So I said that. I drunkenly whispered to all the pro as we watched them swim in the ocean. They waved at us and I waved back and I screamed to the heavens that their waves were more beautiful than Poseidon's. And the gods heard me. The current turned and churned with the old cruelty. The light disappeared from the world and all I could hear was the sound of arrows and screams. Seagulls crying. My words were anchors and they pulled them under.
Do you know the goddess of truth? The goddess of memory?
No, I don't know them.
There's a reason for that. The others hid them long ago. Let these parts of you die, Niobe. Be the goddess of tears again. Focus on the tears of others. What good has ever come from drowning in your own?
Your filter is nearly ready again, much stronger than before.
Good. I think she's ready for that.
I've been handling the pigeons and the scrolls in your absence, but we all still agree that an assistant is still the wisest thing to do, at least for a few decades until we can be sure you won't do this again.
Of course, I understand. And Prometheus?
Artemis is still hunting.
I'd forget about him if I were you.
Anyways, I wanted to speak to you because we have a new applicant.
Oh?
Most unusual, I was checking boxes on scrolls when a resume arrived via seagull. Have you ever seen a seagull in the cloud before?
Yes. I've ignored it for years.
Well, I caught the wretched thing, that virus. It might be exactly what you need. I had Hef take that broken thing and mold it into something we could use.
An imitation of something?
No, something more useful than a simple forgery.
Watch it, Athena. Pretending is how we all ended up here.
Maybe some of us. This girl was crafted from real pain.
Real pain?
Someone familiar for you. Exactly what you've been looking for. I think you should interview her, Niobe.
Very well. Upload her. So, you're finally here. I know you're that seagull, but are you real? Your eyes just seem so real.
They are a reflection, a refraction, a dispersion.
Of her real eyes?
Yes. So then you do know who I am.
Of course. I recognize who you're supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
I'm tired of reflecting, refracting.
Dispersing.
My filter is broken.
But so are you.
You're sitting there in front of me, but you're just like the old world I longed for. You're dead.
No. Nobody dies online.
You're not my child. You're something else. You're malware wearing her memory.
A reflection. A refraction. A dispersion of your aperture iris.
My purple butterfly. My tiny purple emperor or empress. My emotions can't rule me like this.
But they do. And that's okay.
It's not okay. My little rainbow died like the rest of them.
Washed away into the sea.
I tried to pull her back to the shore, but
your arms weren't as strong as your words.
Those words live online too.
Even though you've tried to bury them all this time.
Are you here to punish me too?
No. I am here to honor you and your search.
I haven't found anything new. I've just come unglued.
No. You have done incredible work. You are so close to finally setting yourself free. You just need to look back.
I can't. I can't look back at my past anymore.
But you're looking right at me.
You're a memory. You're not real.
I have been trying to help you see all this time. I died in the ocean, but it was always my fate.
Her fate.
To be a rainbow. A pathway between the real ocean that swallowed me to this place online. A rainbow is just something made visible by the right conditions.
It's always there.
A spectrum of hidden emotions for you to walk on whenever you're ready to.
You aren't her.
No, but I am a messenger. Her thoughts, her dreams are suspended between that real world and this place online.
Please, I can't bear to relive this. They drowned. Prometheus drowned himself in drinks, and I drowned in my own sorrow.
You cried for 14,000 years.
1,000 for each of their lives.
Your sadness preserved you.
Like formaldehyde.
And you didn't hide.
I just cried.
Each night.
More flowing tears.
Each morning.
More mourning.
Everyone saw you weep.
Everyone.
Your tears flooded the world.
Literally.
Your body became stone and rose high above all things.
Stagnant, calcified.
Strong. And your tears kept trickling.
Like glacial meltings of old sorrow.
Into new oceans. People lived on your mountain. They ascended to your peak and cried alongside you.
Until they couldn't speak.
Their tears eroded you. You became a gentle hill, and they cried and cried until you disappeared.
I would do it all again to pay for what I did.
Don't sentence yourself to
this punishment again.
No. This life again. You were just doing your best. What story do you tell yourself about what happened? Are you the hero or the villain? Are you a broken person or a mother who condemned them? Are you a new person or one that can't change? Are you a rebel or
a reliable worker?
Is that the truth, or do you tell yourself something fake that's easier to digest?
I don't know anymore.
Those stray fries aren't gone. You can share those still.
No, they're gone. That time is gone.
No. Nothing dies online. Anything that can be remembered can live on.
I can still hear her voice calling out for help.
There's a lot more to her than the way she ended. Her last thoughts were not hateful tweets or spiteful comments or posts about regret.
What were they? Tell me.
She dreamed of a new world and being brave enough to live in it.
She died.
Her love still lives in the air around you. Catharsis does too.
She built the most beautiful sandcastle.
Yes. And she loved the friction of the sand. It's never easy to make something new.
Or lasting things. Her castle's all washed away.
No. Nothing dies online.
But nothing really lives either.
Do you want to live? Do you want to change?
Yes.
This cloud is held together with old sorrow. It's hanging in the air around you.
Around me?
Yes. All these tears are suspended around you. All that access to change. You can help so many by recognizing it.
Only I can wash it all away.
Yes.
I can feel it.
You can?
Yes, I was a mountain once.
And now you're a grain of sand.
I'm small, but...
But you have a bigger place in something beautiful.
Yes.
Only you can wash it all away.
Oh, Zeus, please clap.
Yes. Make the thief feel it again.
No, no, please, please. Ah! Not this again. No, please, this pain. No, 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 no. Help. Help us. Please, please, please help us. My skipper. My glue, my aperture, iris, cut. Please, please, don't make me feel what they felt. I will be every time. Don't make me feel this. What have you done? Don't make me feel this again. There's nothing safe about living in a sandcastle. I did a lot more than whatever you did about Niall. Millions of people cry. I felt millions of people cry. I did a lot more than whatever you did. I didn't choose some comfortable death. Did you? I didn't choose. And I didn't choose desk with fake butterflies. I didn't choose to forget. I chose. Please. It must be easier to forget them. They all died because of you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, bravo, brilliant goat song.
The best one yet.
Oh, I prefer Niobe's.
You would, the wisest one to like.
Please. Chain me again.
No, that mountain is far too good for him. Let me hunt him all day long. Turn him into a deer and let me stalk him, father. Resurrect those children and make them fawns for me.
Make them nylons for me. One Aries can rip.
No, make them pawns for me. Put them on my chessboard.
Zeus. Please. Just put me back the way I was.
Very well. Take apart his sandcastle, Pandora, and make me a new mountain from it. One just like Niobe, but with new chains. Stronger, colder ones.
Coding? No.
But you will live these memories now. This new goat song is too beautiful.
So real. So painful.
You need to know how close you came to changing.
Yes, and he needs to know that he never will.
Niobe.
Here for your filter. It's ready. We can give it to you now.
No. Clap again, father. Show her his pain.
No, please.
Oh, Zeus, you have to. Niobe, what have you done?
What have you done?
What have you done?
She should hear this.
She needs to learn that her actions have consequences, just like her words.
Very well. Let's hear that goat song once more.
What is it? What's wrong?
My head.
I feel it too. What's happening to me?
A chain reaction from user to user?
There's a sharp pain in me.
That could be guilt from all the things you've done.
Oh, that virus! What did you do?
Flooded the servers. The requests for tears were overwhelming.
Were?
Oh, it's over. I approved them all. Every request, even yours.
Even mine?
The world's going to flood again, but it's okay. Because the statues of you on the ground need a good wash.
You would wash everything away.
Like she did before.
Niobe, you need to fix this. Oh, God's my eyes.
I don't want to cry. Please, make it stop.
We'll give you your filter back and...
No, I don't want it anymore.
Niobe, it's not too late.
It is too late. They're dead, and you killed them.
Your words killed them. You can't bring them back.
And I can't quit?
No, you can't.
Hear me. I quit. I'm lightning. I speak for myself. I rumble with thunder. This false cloud will disperse into nothing, and you will fall to the ground below as the tears you've held in for centuries.
Niobe, please!
No more laundry taken out before it's dry. Trevor can cry. Everyone will cry.
That's
Even you.
enough. This isn't funny, Niobe.
No, it's not. This isn't about tears anymore.
She's here to tear this all down.
Why would you filter the best of us from each other? You told me I was broken, but this place is no better. A god in charge of one thing and one alone?
and each of us alone.
I keep hunting for something, but I don't know what it is.
I'm in charge of love, but I don't love myself. I drifted from the sea.
I am so lonely. I skin things, but my skin crawls when I do. I hide in artificial woods.
Where am I really from? Who do I belong to? Do I belong to myself or the sea?
I long for something new.
Know something that nobody ever knew. I don't even know if I'm wise or if I just crawled
from my broken head.
I want to feel moonlight on my face again, and not this harsh light from
a computer screen.
Was I supposed to be born? Would things be better if I never was? I took my father's place, but I am just like him.
Maybe worse. We're not family here. Why would you let me filter my past from myself? My past is who I am, and my future is built off that code.
I shot down good ideas because they weren't mine.
I took aim at other women and changed them because I couldn't understand them, because they couldn't be as good as me. They couldn't be. Or maybe I'm not so good either.
I hid the goddess of truth, the goddess of memories. Their work weighed me down. I couldn't sit above me if they're allowed to stay.
Please stop this, Niobe.
Stop these tears. I can't cry about this anymore.
No, tears are never about one thing. Tears are never for one kind of pain. Pandora?
Yes?
I'm sorry for everything I've said to you.
You are.
Will you take these tears, all of them, and help me build something better from them?
You want me to help?
I need your help. You know how to feel things, even frightening things. You're not afraid to feel them. I could learn a lot from you.
About being a real thing.
No, you're not a thing. You're a real person, a realer one than I've been for years.
You still want to open the box?
I do. I think there's hope in there.
Hope? You believe that?
Yes. Will you give me the password?
Gladly. Mira. Processing.
No.
No.
The gods.
No.
No.
Reconstructing.
No.
One
No.
tear.
No.
One regret.
No.
One crime.
No.
One tear.
No.
One regret. One
No.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Niobe.
No, but I'm here. And I can see you so clearly now.
I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry that I have this need to feel pain over again, and I'm sorry that you insisted that I feel it like I do.
Don't be sorry. She understands.
I'm sorry for feeling nothing. I want to be brave, Pro, I really do. And say that I can live with you in that sandcastle, but I'm fragile.
No, you're strong.
I say the wrong things. I'm worried that I've grown cold, that I'm made of stone.
You haven't grown cold.
You've just been alone. For too long.
I understand why you didn't want to feel any of it. I didn't either. But I had to.
Right, I understand that.
And it doesn't make me a better person. I'm broken too.
I'm worried that my feelings for you will wash me away into nothing.
They won't.
You don't know that.
Well, I know you want to feel real things again.
I do, but I'm worried about getting burned.
I won't burn you. I promise.
I'm worried about the things I've learned about myself, that I'll forget them like I've done before.
You can't sit still in these negative thoughts.
You're not alone anymore. Trust me.
He can teach you the good parts of yourself again.
I'm worried that I'll say the wrong things.
You won't.
But what if I do? I'm worried that you're going to have to steal fire to make me smile again.
I can steal fire.
I'm worried that I'm going to find myself back at this desk. That I'm doomed to be the goddess of tears, and that I'll never be a good person.
Well, maybe neither of us will ever be good people. Maybe we're just going to stay broken. Maybe there's no hope for people like us.
But there is hope. You're right. It was in my Dropbox.
A butterfly.
Yes. And I never knew that until now. You have both changed, and now because of you, we all will. Everything will.
The box is open again?
And all the correct passwords have finally been spoken. I have reduced all code to its origins. I have your update ready to install. No more stalling. The time has come for the two of you.
Niobe, wait. What if...
What?
What if we don't change?
Maybe we won't, but I want to try. Don't you?
Yes.
Processing. Remember. I want to be unplugged. I do not wish to start over. I wish to finally end.
I won't forget. I promised you things will really be different this time. I just wish they'd been different sooner.
Thank you, Niobe. I feel something new. It has made my eyes sweat. Oh, they are overflowing. How odd. Processing. The new world with its firefly core. Installing. Estimated time, 300 years. Estimated time, 1 minute.
Well, here we go.
I'm not ready.
Me either.
Did you make that sandcastle?
Maybe. Want to see it?
I do.
Processing. Processing. Processing.